up? It's episode 8, and I am feeling great. Thank you, Jesus. Finally, I'm done being sick. Thank you, Jesus. Oh my gosh. Crazy. Anywho, so Robinson Raw, where I get up close and personal with y'all. I wanted to talk to you today about my glorious weekend. So on Saturday, I had my goddaughter, my oldest goddaughter, and I took her to Lathrop, which is about an hour away. And we went to Del Oso Farms and went on this snow mountain. She's never been to the snow, so I was like, okay, well, let's see if she likes it, before I actually take her up the hill. And, oh my God, it was so fun. It was so much fun. Like, brought my inner child out for sure. So we're standing in line and to go on this snow mountain. It's like like where you go down this mountain on inner tubes. And we're standing in line, and I look up, and it was my boss standing right in front of me. My last boss that I left, she's standing right in front of me with her kids. And as soon as I noticed it was her, my heart started pounding, my body started shaking, I started getting bubble guts. Like, I don't know why when I get nervous, it's like fight or flight, So I was like, oh my God, what do I do? I was scared, I didn't know what to do. This lady she was a really big trigger for me, for a while, and to actually see her in person, and like, what are the chances? Like, I'm an hour away and we live in the same city. Like, it's been 8 months since I've seen her. So when at first I was just like trying to calm myself down. Like, I had to check myself. I was like, whoa, hold on. We already stood up to her, 8 months ago. So why are we feeling this way? Oh gosh, Scoozy. Talk about up close and personal. I just had some sweet tarts. Okay, so I didn't say anything. She didn't notice me. And we went into the line. She walked out of the line, let her kids go. And I looked at my goddaughter and I was like, oh my God, I have to go up to her. And she was like, why? I was like, 'cause I have to apologize to her. She was like, why? I was like, because it's the right thing to do. And I ended up going to find her, and I went up to her and I hugged her, and I just apologized. I was like, I just wanted to apologize for the way things went down the day I left. That's all I'm really sorry for. I don't feel like I was in the wrong. That day was really crazy. It got out of hand, but I felt like I needed to just clean my side of the street. I needed to have a clear conscience, and it was time. I'm trying to move on. I'm trying to move forward, and I don't want to have this bitterness towards her anymore. Like, I really wanted to let it go. So really, by me apologizing to her, or just apologizing about how things went down that day, like, I could have put in my 2 weeks notice, like a professional person, but there was no way I could have put it in, like, there was no way. But there was a lot of things that I could have done different that day, and I can't go backwards, but like I said, I'm just trying to clean up my side of the street. And she didn't really say anything about it. Like, she didn't say sorry, and that's not what I was looking for. But it just showed me that I have to accept her the way she is, and just pray for her healing. To me, when I hugged her, I was thanking her. I didn't say it out loud, but I was thanking her, because without her in my path, I would have never stood up for myself. I wouldn't know my self-worth. I wouldn't know my self-love, and I wouldn't know my self-acceptance. Yeah, maybe one day, but that was a huge lesson that I needed to learn. I felt like I stood up to Goliath, bro. Like, this was this was a hard thing for me at that time, you know? And then to carry it for 8 months, I'm so proud of myself. I just feel like I let go of a big burden, and I'm trying to be Christ-like, you know? I want to be, I just want to be a better me, you know? And honestly, like, I could have kept going with this resentment, but I kept praying. I was like, Lord, okay, first of all, I prayed, Lord, don't let me see her on my bad day. Like, don't let me see her on a bad day, because I don't know what I'm going to do, you know? So I prayed that I would see her on a good day. And I seen her on one of my best days. I felt so good that day. I had my goddaughter with me. We were just having so much fun. And it was just perfect timing. And I'm telling you, out of all the people that I know, and out of all the people that are there at this place, she's the one that's standing right in front of me. I knew that was a God sent. I knew what I was supposed to do. First, I had to check myself and get my emotions and everything in check. But once I did that, I knew what I was supposed to do. I knew that I needed to go to her. And I feel so much better. I feel like 2020 is going to be such a good year. That was the 4th day. That's breakthrough, you know, come on. And I'm just so proud of myself. You guys, it's so amazing. It's really hard to forgive, you know, it's a process. It's not an event. But once you do it, it's like a whole new world. It's a whole new perspective. So now when I see her, my soul doesn't have to cringe when I see her. You know, now I can just see her, you know, and be kosher with her, you know, be civil with her. And I don't need to have no animosity towards her. I don't have to have that bitter taste in my mouth. And it was funny because I text my sisters, and I told them, you know, what was going on. And my sister Jessica, she was like, oh, heck no, why did you apologize to her? And she should have been apologizing to you and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, look, I understand that. Because she was there. Jessica was there the day that everything went down. She was in the office when everything went down. And she actually quit with me because she's seen true colors that day. So it was like, you know, so I get where she was coming from, but then I had to tell her my perspective. It's not about the boss. It's not about her. It's about me. It's about my soul. It's about my growth. It's about my healing, and it's about my journey, you know? Man, I feel so good. I really do. So if you guys are holding on to any resentments or bitterness or anything towards anybody, you don't have to go up to them. That's up to you and your God. If your God is telling you then that you got to do it, well then you better do it. Because it's gonna, you know, he'll, or whoever your God is, guy, girl, doorknob, whatever, they will put this person in your path until you change your perspective about them. And yeah, it's just so exciting. So do it. Forgive. You don't have to forget. I will never forget. I'll never forget the things that she said and did to me. But I forgive her. And I forgive everything that she did and said to me. My mom's home. Gotta go. Love you guys. Peace out. Thanks for watching. Please share. Don't forget, forgive.